See, I love reading. Really.
Mm-hmm.
You see my shelf, right?
Oh yeah, so many books.
This is one. I have two other shelves in this room. Okay, full of books.
I'm now building my collection. I actually
Good.
have what?
Good.
Just have a few. Yeah.
Good. So
Yeah.
what I like to do is that I like my guests to recommend a few books for my audience. Okay. See, I tell them books my guest is going to recommend is for you to get them and put them in your library. Hopefully you will pick them up and read. You know, so recommend three to five books for my audience to read. Maybe some art books, maybe some other books. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go in this direction. I'm going to give three, should I say self-help books?
Okay.
And then two fiction or fantasy fiction books, because I like to read. Yes, I like to read a lot of fiction and fantasy. So the first book I'll recommend is Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Yeah.
And then there's this other book by Robert Kiyosaki.
Which one?
It's not Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yes. Why grade A students work for grade C students.
Okay. I haven't read that. I've read three of his books. Okay. Why
that's the only book I've read actually from him.
Why grade A students work for grade C
students? Okay. And why grade B students work for the government?
Yeah. It's one of the things he described in the 4 quadrants. Yeah.
And I read that book right after university. I actually stole that book from my friend. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw the book and he didn't want to use it. Just took it from him. Yeah. And there's also a book that I've started reading. I'm on like the 3rd page, but my friends have been recommending it to me for a while. Untethered. So I think it's Deepak Chopra. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have Untethered. So it's so amazing.
I have some of his books. Yeah. Which one? What was it title?
Untethered Soul.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have it on audiobooks. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm new to it, so I'm hoping it helps me out. So for the fiction books, these are books that actually made me love reading. I was one of the people who started reading later on, and the first book is it's actually I don't want to call it a children's book, but it's really, really full of a lot of
pictures.
Not pictures, thoughtfulness. You could see the writer puts a lot of thought into it, like developing the characters. And I really love books and any type of storytelling that focuses on character development. So it's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I think it's
I didn't get that.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Okay.
You know, the main reason I was drawn to the book was because it reminded me so much of myself when I was younger. Even now, I am quite different from a lot of people or most spaces that I find myself in.
Okay.
You know,
nice.
I'm kind of the one that you call a nerd as a child. Even because I'm still a nerd. I'm heavily invested in Japanese animations and anime.
That's my daughter. Yes.
Oh wow, yeah.
Anime. Yeah,
anime. Yes, exactly. And I really love one called One Piece. I'm always looking forward to watching it. That's why I spend my weekends on. I read conspiracy theories and all of that. It's a good way to pass the time, you know. And another book is Harry Potter.
Okay, which one?
Harry Potter.
All the series.
Potter.
Okay, yeah. Are there
series,
five?
One,
I think 5 or 6.
Seven.
Oh man. Yeah. See, I will tell you one thing. I have never read any. Well, I was old when it came out, so I never read
I
it.
get it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
that
never
was
read
my
it, but
childhood.
I watched
The
maybe three
movies.
of the movies of Harry Potter, and then the Beast. What was it?
Fantastic Beasts and Where
Yeah,
to Find Them.
I've
Yeah,
watched number 2. I didn't watch number 1. So
number 1 is
yeah.
better. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah. So
okay.
yeah, I feel like the whole Harry Potter series is one of the best works of fiction ever.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
and there's this one that came out. It was actually a play, but I had the chance to read the script, and it's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Yeah, so I read the script of the play, and it was really amazing. My friends and I,
Interesting.
yeah, there's this new word we all learned around the same time, discombobulated. And anytime someone mentions the book, we all make this joke about it, you know. So yeah, it's also an amazing book. So yeah, those are my recommendations. Yeah.
Thank you. See,
Okay.
as a young child, I loved reading. Oh my God.
Mhm.
But then when I was a teenager, I read I read Pacetters.
Oh
The
yeah. Oh my
Pacetters I read 101. Yeah. And then I read James Hadley Chase. I read 100. Okay.
Wow.
I left there. Then I got into Harold Robbins, and then so as a young person, I read 99% fiction books.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. It really influences the mind.
For me now, all the things I've read in the last 8 years in the last 8 years, I've read maybe 220 books, and maybe 210 of them are nonfiction.
Wow, that's amazing.
See, that's what I do.
That's amazing.
See, economics, history, philosophy, science, all that. Yeah. See, on this table, these are the books I just got. See, and then right.
Wow.
This I'm just scared to start this because it's too big. It's fiction, but it's fiction and philosophy. Okay, Atlas Shrugged. Okay, and then this was recommended to me, the Prosperity Paradox, by one of my guests. Okay, it was recommended to me, so I bought it, and then this Power and Progress. You know, it's mostly economics. So these are the books I just bought this week. Oh no, last week.
I'm actually writing them down right now. So.
Yeah. So I love books. Yeah. You know, I just finished.
As I said, I'm late.
Yeah, I just finished. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, I'm late to reading. I actually started reading when I was almost about to finish university.
Wow.
I mean, I've been reading mostly children.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But see,
I was stuck on R.L. Stein. Yeah, so I was mostly watching TV because, you know, back then, you know, my mom and I, we went through a lot. So it was really difficult for us to get access to books. So I was always glued to my TV.
Yeah.
Always. And I learned so much. And I remember one time I was in school, in primary school, and our teacher just asked randomly, who is the god of the sun in Egypt, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ra. And he looked at me and he was shocked because I don't know, my friends were even shocked. And everyone was like, how did you know this, that? And I told them I was watching the Discovery Channel. I was watching National Geographic. And that's what I used to do. Almost all the time, I'll just be stuck on National Geographic. And that was what I grew up on. And the way the universe works is so funny. At a time this year, I was actually featured on National Geographic.
Wow. Yeah. I saw that article. Yes.
Yeah. When the article came out, I mean, they came around to interview the company and everyone involved, and I didn't really know it will come out, because sometimes that's how they are. Some journalists come around, interview, pitch, and if it comes out, fine. If it doesn't, and when it came out, that was one of the happiest moments of my year. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
And as I said, I'm new to reading, fairly new, and
Yeah.
it's really good. It's
No,
a nice
don't worry. The thing about reading,
it helps you with your imagination as well. It's really, really nice.
I'm telling you. See, you're into it now. See, when you dig into books, oh my God. See,
it's all the whole universe out there.
Are history. I have, my God, history is fascinating. Wow. You know. So yeah, so that's why I'm trying to encourage young Africans to read. Okay,
it's very necessary.
I hear young Africans always complain about our colonization and this and that. Yeah, it happened. Okay, and some of them say they won't read certain books because they are written by the West. That I mean, I hear all manner of things. That
knowledge is knowledge. So
that they're trying to indoctrinate Africans. But so my question to them is this: are those books written for Africans? No. Okay, they were written for their own people. Okay,
yeah.
So if you want to know what their own people know, read the books. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If we refuse to read those books, then those people know something that we don't know.
That you don't know. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.